Hey everybody, welcome back. Super Auto Pets. I can't remember what we did last time. I think we got a little insane. I've been having a little insanity in my phone games too, which have become increasingly rare, but that's okay. Well, you know what? People will tell you not to do it. That's exactly why it's got to be done. Freeze a bee for the future. It's the best food, in my opinion, until level 2, level 3, maybe. I mean, it's not as good as meat or garlic, but it's still pretty good. And you know what? Screw it, man. Screw it. Big duck. Screw it. We'll be the... You know what? Let's be the broken underdogs. Because I don't anticipate this duck getting sold for a bit. I also just... This is completely... I'm not trying to sandbag. The mathematics, the arithmetic of this run do not look good for us right now. Dude, that's kind of crazy, though. Because a duck, you know, it takes a bit for it to get to a level that's really impressive. But that's exactly why it would be hilarious if we managed to get a 10 win. Or even just to scare some people, you know what I mean? If we could get to the point where we get to, like, you know, our 9th win and we run up against people and they're like, holy crap, huge duck. And I'll be like, yeah. Oh, that was supposed to be like that. Like that. I don't think we'll level up an ant, though. From this point onwards, I think we would roll. You could pill. I actually don't dislike that. I think you pill. You hope it hits the duck, but that's okay. And then, you know, I think the unit here that has the best upside long-term is the dodo. I don't know if, in my opinion at least, I don't know if we're going to get, because you really need to buff the crap out of the dodo to get it popping. I don't know if we're going to get to that point, but I suppose stranger things have happened. We are 2 wins, 1 loss right now, just rolling big duck strat. We're out of sync. Like, we're getting the levels up at the wrong time, but this is okay. Okay, now we have a giraffe that buffs a dodo. This is now good. Forget the bee. I think we've actually missed our window. The otter is the next thing that we can sell if we're gonna keep the duck around, which we are. I mean, it's also closer to a level up. So quite frankly, someone should have meat. I'm gonna say that it can be our goose. We're gonna roll. Not really sold here. We're gonna roll one more time. We want to freeze this duck. Yeah, let's roll once more. What the heck? This changes everything. I don't know what they're putting a real monkey wrench into this. So I froze the whole shop. Get over it. It's one of those mistakes you can recover from. I promise. Source, dude, just trust me. Maybe a bit of a lucky draw. I think we have an obligation to try this and this. I'm okay with it. And you know what? I'm going to sell our dodo. The progressive... Oh, that's pretty amazing, actually. Kangaroo's kind of interesting. A lot of this is kind of interesting. But the progressive benefit of the giraffe can be felt on our duck as well. I'm telling you, this is a great time to have splash damage, man. So we're entering the garlic phase of the game, the phase where having some garlic is going to do us a great service. Keep in mind we got a lot of money as well, which is lovely. Garlic will do great stuff for us here. I don't think we need garlic on the otter, because it is going to get sold. We're going to keep the giraffe longer. We need to find something that really pops. Never mind, maybe we'll get a bison instead. Somehow we got a level 3 otter that has also now made us have a 4/4 deer, which runs the risk of actually getting a kill, or like and living afterwards. Okay, it's an interesting setup here. Never mind, get crushed, Mr. Bance. I want to acknowledge that I'm building a suboptimal run. I'm doing it on purpose because if a suboptimal run reaches the optimal number of wins, that's very funny. I think we don't take a whale. I think we embrace the deer as it stands. Embrace the duck as it stands. That's not even a question. We got too many otters. That's a new one. A pretty rare situation. We probably want to be smart and sell our giraffe in place of a bison. Roll me once. Sure, that's fine. I've skipped a lot of meta animals, right? Like, in particular, we've had a lot of kangaroos go by. If you want to see a great kangaroo run, I encourage you to check out about every third run that we do in this game. I love the kangaroo. No disrespect is intended, but, you know, we're reinventing the meta here. Try to keep up. So we have to keep you. I kind of want to roll with this squad long term. But realistically, that's not going to happen. I would say, and we're wasting a lot of gold, quite frankly, just on rolling. But realistically, I was going to say the next thing we're going to get rid of is a swan, but that's absolutely not going to be the case. Because now we're going to have a level 3 swan that has not attacked in, I don't know, 25 rounds or something. It's been a while. We might lose this one. Our garlic is not going to last. Never mind. We're going to draw at least, but it was a pretty strong unit. It's the value of a pair, man. If only we can get a pair on our duck. Very nice. A parrot on our duck, I mean to say. Of course, we can go level 2 deer, but let's get the scaling first. A tiger that, in theory, allows us to spawn 2 deers. But what do you get? Oh, now you can sell the otter. Okay, hold on. Duck at the front. Tiger, deer, so we can have 2 buses spawn. Now we're getting into a little bit of zanity. And we have 1 scaling unit to kind of hold us in, which is actually extremely important. Alright, it's not that important. Apparently, or at least not as valuable as I thought it would be. There's certainly a temptation to keep, you know, to add a monkey in here somewhere, but I kind of like the stupidity of what we got going on, quite frankly. I'm going to keep buffing you. You need the buffs. You need the equipment as well, if you can. Like garlic. Well, if not garlic, then maybe it's time for melon instead. I'm a firm believer that this strange run can definitely get to 10. We're only at 5, so it's a little ambitious, but it's a great, like I said, great time for splash damage to come in. Turns out the rest of your squad not that scary. The crispified bell towers. Okay. Garlic on you, even if it's a little bit late, if it helps us win like 1 round, we're not disappointed, right? Now, all common sense says get rid of this duck. I'm sorry, old friend. Hey, look, we got the buff out of it. Now, you'll take your position at the front, okay? We're going to sell you back. We can only buy 1 of you for now, but that's okay. We get the double effect out of the milk. Freeze you. I'll buy you. I want to see more tigers, and I want to see more chocolate. But 37.41 buffalo. Seems like it's doing the trick right now. It takes us to 7. I feel I'm still like I'm trying to get over the fact that we sold that freaking... Let's freaking go. Never mind. I'm over it. I was going to say, I'm trying to get over the fact that we sold the duck, but I got over it pretty quick. Once we got a level 2 cat and then a level 2 tiger to go with our level 2 deer, so we'll get 2 10 buses spawning. Nice melon armor, you piece. Take one of those. Oh, okay, actually, we're going to get destroyed. Deserved. So, all right, now we're on lethal, right? Yeah. Now we're on lethal. Okay. Still want this. This is the power of the goose. We got more gold to work with here. Certainly you going to level 3 actually means that now we can sell our goose. Because you're self-buffing. You're also close to the top. And when we're on lethal, we're probably better off. Yeah. Okay, and then like... I don't know if this is going to necessarily be the strongest play you're ever going to see in your life, but let's give it a try. No scorpions, please, because the rest of our squad has literally like single digits in almost all of their stats. Can you believe that, and this is not a knock on Bryce, okay? But how do you end up in a situation where the best tiger candidate on your squad is a mosquito this late in the game? Like, it's just surprising. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. It's just a little surprising. Why don't you take a steak? We're doing nothing with our cat. That's the ultimate disappointment. Doing nothing with our cat. Let's freeze another steak for now, though. You never know. 50-50 bison, and then the rest of the squad just sort of like exists. All right. Lucky us, I guess. Look at that. We're still going. A sloth journey. I hear you. I'm still working on my own sloth. One of these days, maybe. I think we care. I also, you know what? I think we care. Why don't you take a little food? Might as well get some value out of this. Level 2 tiger. I'd rather just put a jaguar out here. I like the double bus we got. Like, the buses have been doing some good work. I think we did a good thing there. 1723 deer. Like, that's kind of spooky, man. I have a feeling your scorpion's going to get killed by splash damage, which is just not very good for you. And there's our 10th win. It's not extremely unusual, okay? It's not the weirdest run we've ever had, but it's a little bit out of the box. I'm a believer in the mosquito and nothing else. Freeze me. Run me, you know what? Let God decide. I was kind of hoping it would hit the cricket, to be honest, because I was like, it's got like a built-in bee. Be the flopping fossils. Burbling geysers is such a good name, though. I'm just, I'm experimenting a little bit more with the cricket lately. At least in my head. I don't know if in practice I've done it too much, but let that be a lesson to you, by the way, that last run. Let that be a lesson that, you know, no matter how bad your starting shop is, you can still pull something out. I mean, it really, like, the reason that it went so well for us, I think, is because we just had a lot of pairs. Like, we leveled up early, and the ox is freaking, it's cracked. Not the ox, sorry, the otter, when you get a lot of them early, at least. Okay. The pig is gone. I didn't even want to run it for one round. I think we can use a peacock and buff it. It's like a necessity is the mother of invention sort of situation. I don't really love a peacock, but you got to do what you got to do. Freeze me a hedgehog. And freeze me another peacock. I'm also open to the idea that the peacock is maybe a little bit better in the current meta. Just because I think the overall, and this is just prognostication. Don't take this as gospel. But I feel like the overall power level went down. More things seem to have come down than went up, which makes me think that animals that were unchanged and kind of like at the borderline previously might be a little bit more... Let's just be weird. Might be a little bit more viable now. Like a peacock was always kind of like the noob trap. Wow, we're actually going to win that. That's a surprise. It always seemed like, oh, look how buffed it gets when it gets hit. Like, that seems so good. And then it was like, not really at all. You got to go, man. Even though we have a second one here. I think we want, like... I don't know. Even, like this. This is a stupid team. I kind of love that about it. But, you know... Let's get the peacock buffing a little bit. You can laugh all you want. I mean, we're coming off of a 10 win. So, like, the more you laugh at me, the more you incriminate yourself as being not a free thinker, okay? So how does that make you feel as we run up against A team that looks pretty good, quite frankly. Looking pretty good. Pretty bad for business for me there. Never mind, we draw these. I love a hedgehog, man. I can't get around it, okay? I wish I knew how to quit you. I think I mean, this is like, we're now dumping like the whole part of our team that's good. I think we could do this. I know, okay? I know. I'm looking at it as well. Ideally, I would prefer to have, and we can't really make you work yet. I would prefer to have a kangaroo that lives through that first attack. So, hey, look at that. On the bright side, now we're getting somewhere. Should probably freeze a pill to use in front of our ox, but... Hey, we did kill a sheep back there. I don't think it's going to screw up their game plan too much, but... What do you want me to say, okay? I outthought them. I don't know how long this hedgehog is going to be around, but it... Look, I love a hedgehog, okay? It was doing good work for us, but the time has definitely come. Let's upgrade to a deer, which, again, the deer was always kind of like that beginner, like, you know, it's fun, but is it actually any good? And I think that the answer... Dude, I'll freeze 2 of those. The answer ended up being kind of, but not really. Like, it wasn't a guaranteed game smasher or anything. This is fricked, man. Look at this squad. Holy crap. Oh my god, we're gonna draw. That's stunning. But now that I think everything's a little weaker, I think that means that a deer gets that much stronger, you know? Maybe not strong. Alright. But stronger. I am looking at this squad now, and on round 8, I'm like, we don't have a single unit that looks good. That seems like the kind of thing that could present a problem long-term. But their whole squad is built around one peacock. Okay, and they're gonna beat us. They built better. They kept their giraffe. Okay, smart plays. I'll write that down in my little notebook for the future. Take me to level 2. You're not doing enough. I wish you were, but we need to make space here. And I know what you're thinking. The man's lost his mind. But I am a believer, believe it or not. Okay, now I'm not a believer. I've lost my mind. But with the new monkey having lower stats but raising the buff stats more, oh, they're going for the 4-squad challenge. I'm going to feed him a win on the 4-squad challenge. What am I doing? I've become the feeder. Well, no, I've become the memer, I think. Honestly, like, hear me out here. Peacock, you're gone. I respect and appreciate you. I know you're going to think that the man has lost his mind here. And in some ways, you might be right, okay? In some ways, you might be right. But the prospect of frickin' popping off with a huge freaking deer is very tempting to me. I don't know if 13-15 garlic gets us there. I'm going to hazard a guess the answer is that it's probably not going to get us there. It might get us there for like one fight, as you can see. But like at some point, we're going to need other units that have something. You know what? Honestly, Ox, get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing now. Now we got 2 otters. What the heck? I still would rather have 2 buses. But then an otter that does basically 100% of his damage. Okay. Yeah. Kind of, maybe we need the otter up at the... I don't know. I'm digging this deer. 16, 18 deer is kind of nutty, you know? What just happened? The leopard just went freaking wild. You spotted a 1-1 rhino with a 1-up? Have you lost your mind? If you're trying to keep up with my level of Zane, keep trying. You know, it's a very delicate balance between competence and, you know, insanity. And all of a sudden, we're starting to pull ourselves out of the doldrums a little bit, maybe. 43-15. I was going to say, you know what? It would be hard to get around were it not for the fact that we have a level 2 skunk, which is actually really helping us out there. So thank you. Everything on this squad serves a purpose right now. I'm not even joking when I say that. That's actually just the truth. A level 3 skunk would help. And it's our best option, maybe. We're really going to start to run up against it soon. But, like, I'm having fun. It's just a fun build, right? And then you gotta love it, man. You're so freaking lucky. Okay, well, that, I mean, you're not lucky. That's just literally how the hippo works. I'll take my 6 wins on that one and not feel bad about it. Give me one of these. Like I said, I'm experimenting more with the cricket now. I hate the pig, man. Like, it's... the moist baguettes. I almost want to, like, restart this one right away. First off, we should have the cricket at the back, probably, to begin with, but... I'm like, what's... The pig serves no purpose. It loses to literally anything. There's no way you can keep it alive, man. You store up like a little gold for later. It seems like a pipe dream. Let's be honest. Like you need to be. I mean, I guess you need to be up at the front. You need to be basically like a round 1 scorpion. Just one problem: anything with 3 attack, or really like almost anything with 2 attack is basically a round 1 scorpion to begin with. So, I'm looking forward to getting rid of you. Why did I freeze an apple? I've officially lost my mind. Okay, you're gone. Blowfish kind of fun. I did lose, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Roll me. We're not going to pill our ant. It's like our best unit right now. Might want a swan for the future. I don't know what we're going to do there. But I did lose to like a 40-40 blowfish last night, and it honestly, this is the way like it just goes for me, is it got me thinking like, hey man, maybe we ourselves could start rolling a heavy blowfish. Okay, hold on, there's something to like here. Let's forget a swan, and it's a hard thing for me to do, but there's a part of me that's like, if we could just get a giraffe behind our blowfish for a little bit, and then later get, I don't even know what it would take. Oh, this is scary. Never mind, we're fine. We find a way to buff the blowfish, basically. Like a rabbit might actually be like the most appropriate way to do it. A rooster. I'm still like in rooster hangover territory. Like I feel like I can't in good conscience play the rooster, which is not fair, because it might be, you know, trash now. I'm just like, how the heck did you get how'd you get a hippo that's so strong so early, man? It's crazy. I'm gonna be on lethal here. Our team is actually like pretty good. Okay, real talk. You don't have to be here anymore. I don't know what we're doing with this cricket, but I do appreciate we got some more stats. We're going to roll a 4-squad Marty for a second here, but I'm a believer in our 8-6-7-8 garlic combo that helps our kangaroo get off the ground. I have immediately been made to feel like a fool for that belief, and I apologize to nobody, including myself. I'll push that emotion deep down inside, and it'll only surface decades down the road, okay? We have a tier 5. We have to give it a chance to do some tier thriving, I think. Now, wouldn't you know it, we kind of got some buff potential. We definitely should have taken a bison, but if we funnel all of our money into feeding our seal, it could get our blowfish popping. Like, that's the way that I wanted this run to go the whole time. Which makes me think we should be doing this. But we can get the blowfish popping. Even just getting the kangaroo to survive like a hit. Please, 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 please. I know it's a risk, but whatever. Whatever. You know what? Do whatever you want to do. Badger into an interesting crab. Yeah, this seems terrible. All right, well, it's a pretty good description of how the video went there. 3 wins. Pretty disappointing, but hey, 10 wins at the start. Now that was a run. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!